Can we talk about queerness and fitting in?
Yes. Queerness and fitting into, like, Anglo-Saxon Christian values in a really, like, New Zealand shame cycle.
Where do you even begin to unpack queerness and fitting in? Oh, actually, no, I know where to begin. My own story begins long ago. I was at primary and I always felt different to everyone. And it took me ages to realise why, and I only realised like once I turned 18 and beyond that. So when I was younger, I was like, oh, they're just angry because like I was very irritating. I was just very irritating. I was just a weird kid. I didn't know. As I said, didn't know why I didn't fit in. Had my own opinions, ran about like being a loner and being weird. Looking back, I'm like, why didn't I fit in? I was like, maybe it's because I'm just different and they're all the same. And I grew up a bit more, and I was just like, maybe it's because I'm weird and they're just normal. Grew up more, it was like, maybe it's because I'm not white and they're all white, but I think that sort of came near the end. I've always been weird, but what made me ballsy enough to do it was that I feel like knowing that you're different, being proud of it, or at least not ashamed of it. It wasn't even that I was bi, because it was before the point that I really started being interested in boys and girls. It's that I knew that I felt different, and I knew that I behaved in a different gendered way before I even knew what gender was.
One of the things that I heard recently that gave me perspective was queer kids' high school is a university because you finally get to leave home. And I think that's true. I think that we develop both earlier and later because we have to learn to hide and to interrogate or to deny very early. And these are really mature emotions to put on a child. And then later in life, when we finally have the freedom to experiment with who we are and what we want to do and try and understand ourselves a bit more, we're older. And so people don't look at us as people who are sexually immature, but physically mature. They look at us as people who have had the same experience as them and the same stories being told to them on screen and teaching them the social contract around these things. And like for me as someone, like I don't even think the word bisexual properly fits me. I think I'm definitely pansexual. Like it's one of those things that's it's about you as a person and whether or not I want to be intimate with you in every possible way.
I also identify as pansexual, like all genders, yes, come on down. When I started coming out to people as pansexual, they'd be like, what does that mean you're sexually attracted to pans? Ha ha ha. I'm so fucking sick of this joke.
I know, but
I'm so fucking sick of this joke.
I'm so sick of this joke. I am so sick of this joke. When we meet straight people and we're like, never once you've seen a person that has just caught your breath and your heart and your throat and gone, oh my god, have I ever been alive until this moment? This person makes me want them so deeply, and have it not be heterosexual normative. And if the answer's no, I'm like, maybe we do have like pan/bi privilege where we're just like, that's right, our opportunities are infinite.
Bisexual privilege. We can connect with anyone we fucking want. We can just fucking do it. That's our fucking bisexual privilege. We can connect with any human on all the levels that we fucking want to.
And they're fucking mad about it. But you know what? Actually, I'm open-minded enough. If we discover that there is life outside of Earth, and we're in it, like, we're able to connect emotionally, fucking alien, fuck it, yeah. Whatever. Like, that's the thing that I kind of think about where I'm like, if I can have an emotional connection with you, if you and I were in Star Trek, we would be the people who are having the relationships.
God, we'd be like the two weirdos who are always at the back of the room who are like, where are those two? And it's like, oh, they're off like zipping up their pants.
Real pitch. We should do this as a stand-up comedy touring show. which is, it's set in the future, it's set in space, and it's just about two horny pansexual girls fucking their way through the universe. And every planet you go to is a different piece of societal sort of stereotyping or like weird queer moments that you've had where you've gone, time to leave this planet and return to the stars.
That sounds incredible. I would totally develop this show with you.
Every episode opens with like me flying and you somewhere like next to me talking, and like we're just sharing memories about life on Earth. I'm glad we're out in the universe fucking all these aliens, because like being an outsider on Earth was very sexually frustrating. And we call it Space Wars.
Oh my god. I'm so glad we're recording this.
Here's the thing.
We're having such a good time.
I've done crazy eyes. I did last time.
Okay, you do it.